So is Infinite Warfare going to be worth the buy, or is it just going to blow horsecock, shot with 600 milliliters of Viagra, slamming so hard through your floor that it impales you in the butthole and you fly through the ceiling? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about today. And I've got a list of both the positive and the negative things about the game, and after you hear what I have to say, you can judge for yourself whether this game is worth the damn. So first off, I'm going to start with the negative. I'm going to get all the bad shit out of the way first. First off, that pissed me off the most. As soon as I watched the multiplayer reveal and heard this, it pissed me right off. Gun variants. And for those of you who were not tortured for a year and played pubs and Advanced Warfare, basically, you know how you can get guns that are DLC out of supply drops in Black Ops 3. Well, now just imagine that there is a better version of the M8 that you can get out of a supply drop. Basically, if you spend a lot of money, it betters your chance of getting that gun. So you're spending money to get a better version of a gun and just demolishing people in pubs almost unfairly, because not everybody has a disgusting amount of money to throw out there in pubs. Now, this is just another way that Activision is trying to get more money. I mean, they're already making enough. They make Call of Duty, you know that, Destiny, Guitar Hero, and Big Game Hunter. Like anybody's ever played that game before. If you have, I'm sorry. Next, I'm a big fan of zombies, although I don't play it that much. I do value it, and it's a big part of Call of Duty's franchise. But the zombies in Spaceland this year, it just looks like it's geared for kids. And I'm not saying like a 16 or 17-year-old. I'm saying it looks like it's geared for your 8-year-old brother. And the whole 80s vibe that they were trying to pull off just ended up coming out as a cartoon. And I haven't really seen enough of it yet to really judge it like I should. But at the first few glimpses that I've had of it, it just doesn't appeal to me, personally. Next, I feel like some of the rigs and equipment are extremely fucking cheesy. And what I'm saying is, you can legitimately throw a black hole projector at somebody. You're legitimately throwing a rip in space-time at another player. Like, has it really come down to that? But I'm not really going to waste too much time on that. Although I do want to say, I feel like the game is based around rigs way too much. Like, in Black Ops 3, you get your specialist at, yes, you get it at a certain interval, and you don't have to be the top player in the lobby to even get your specialist or your specialist weapon. But in Infinite Warfare, it seems like you just get it so often that, damn, sometimes I just want to use the gun and the class that I set up. When I've watched gameplay, it seems like they're using 40% of their classes and 60% of whatever rig, specialist, payload, whatever that they chose for their class. And supply drops, coming back at it again, hot with the disappointment. Yes, you can get a nuke in this game, although you have to get it out of a supply drop in like an epic or legendary version like you have in Black Ops 3, but you get these variants for your gun that you can apply to your gun. It's almost like a perk, but you can apply it to your gun. So you have to get a nuke out of a supply drop that's like epic or legendary and then apply it to a certain gun. And you can only get a nuke with that certain gun that has that perk or variant applied to it. So with that said, the nuke in itself, kill streaks are now pay to earn. And by now you're probably feeling like there's no hope for Call of Duty in this holiday season or next year, but wait, there is some positive things that they brought to this game. The first thing being, it seems like jetpacking isn't as crazy as it was in Advanced Warfare. Is it more nerfed down or more powerful than it is in Black Ops 3? We don't know that yet. However, I will say from watching, it doesn't seem like it's as advantage, or how should I say, it doesn't seem like you can use it as much as you do on Black Ops 3 to get a vantage point, and the same goes for wall running. It really seems like it's used to move around the map more than it is to catch people off guard. The next one is pretty obvious. They included Modern Warfare Remastered, and it really does seem like they're at least trying to appease the OG veteran fan base that's been around and came back time and time again, who's kind of been let down for the past 2 to 3 years now. So they're at least trying to appease people, and you can at least respect that. So Infinite Warfare, outside of supply drops and gun variants and things like that, really does seem like it's trying to take a lot of what Black Ops 3's done right, and not only that, add on to give players who've been around since 2007, 2008 something to play if they're just absolutely protesting Infinite Warfare. So that in itself is really good. And lastly, the game is bringing back 3-lane maps. 3-lane maps allow for a really competitive front to front in your face atmosphere, as well as flanking as well. If you remember the map from Halo 3, Heretic or Midship, or now it's called The Truth, brought back in Halo 5. Halo was always kind of one of the most competitive FPS shooters, and you remember maps in Call of Duty Ghosts like Stonehaven that had so many lanes, and it was kind of frustrating to find players and get to them without them just sitting in some random point on the map with a sniper and picking you off. So 3-lane maps coming back is a really good idea, at least in my opinion. And also the beta that's dropping October 14th, it says that they're extremely confident to be able to give people early access and try out the game before they buy it. It also gives them the ability to take in feedback and criticism, and they're going to catch it like hell, because as a Call of Duty community, we're extremely vocal about what we want and what we dislike. It's just if they're gonna listen to what we actually want improved, changed, fixed before the final release of the game comes out. I mean, I know there's gonna be patches and metas to the game that are active in and throughout the year, but in terms of this beta, the whole point of them doing this is so we have a chance to figure out whether, one, we want to buy the game, and two, for those of us who pre-ordered, give us a chance to tell them that we want this fixed. Like I said, it's just a matter of whether they listen to us or not. And with that said, guys, thanks for watching. If you want to like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it, and it would really help the channel grow. But as of now, I will see you guys later.